Remember those old school pickup trucks? You know, the ones that were built tough, didn't cost a fortune, and could actually get the job done. Well, it looks like they're making a comeback. Toyota, Subaru, and even GM are all jumping on the compact truck bandwagon and are planning to release brand new trucks for around $8,000. That's unheard of these days. And what's more, each company is putting their own spin on things, so we're in for some interesting options. And of course, that's great news for all of us who have been waiting for the return of practical, no-nonsense trucks that don't break the bank. But what's so special about these new models? And maybe most importantly, when can we expect to see them in the United States? Let's find out. Let's kick things off with one of the most buzzworthy newcomers in the world of trucks, Toyota's IMV0. If you're someone who loves practicality and versatility but doesn't want to break the bank, this truck might just blow your mind. Why? Because it starts at an almost unbelievable price of around $8,000. Let's pause for a moment and think about how rare that is. Trucks are usually all about big engines, big features, and even bigger price tags, right? The IMV0 flips the script. It's proof that you don't need to sell a kidney to get a dependable ride. This isn't some pie-in-the-sky concept vehicle that might show up in a decade. Nope, Toyota officially rolled out the IMV0 at the Japan Mobility Show in October of 2023. The name IMV0 stands for Innovative International Multi-Purpose Vehicle Zero, which basically translates to, we're serious about making affordable, reliable transportation a thing. And they're not just talking the talk, they're starting where the need is greatest. Toyota's immediate focus is on regions like Southeast Asia and South Africa, where affordable and versatile vehicles are in high demand. But here's the kicker. Toyota has plans to bring the IMV0 to North America by early 2025. That's right, it could be hitting US roads in just over a year. So, what's the secret sauce here? What makes this truck stand out in a sea of flashy, high-priced competitors? Let's break it down. The IMV0 measures about 208.7 inches long, 70.3 inches wide, and 68.5 inches tall, with a wheelbase of roughly 121.5 inches. Translation, it's big enough to feel sturdy and comfortable on the road, but not so massive that you'll need a football field to make a U-turn. Whether you're navigating tight city streets or parking in a cramped lot, this truck's got your back. It's similar in size to the Toyota Tacoma, but here's the kicker. It comes without the wallet-draining price tag. Toyota gives you not one, but two engine choices depending on what floats your boat. There's a 2-liter inline-4 gasoline engine for those who want a reliable, straightforward option. Or, if you're after something more rugged and efficient, there's the 2.4-liter diesel engine. Diesel engines are famous for being tough and fuel efficient, perfect if you're clocking a ton of miles or hauling heavy loads. Plus, Toyota keeps things old school with a 5-speed manual transmission for the gear-shifting purists. Not a fan of manual? No worries. You can opt for an automatic transmission for maximum convenience. The IMV0 stands out by embracing a less is more philosophy. This truck isn't about wowing you with flashy gadgets or luxurious trims. Nope, it's all about giving you what you need without making you pay for stuff you don't. Let's start with the outside. The design keeps things straightforward with flat body panels and simple windows. This isn't just about aesthetics. It's practical, easy to maintain, and keeps repair costs low. The truck bed, it's a blank canvas, a flat, open space just waiting for you to make it your own. Inside, you have the same story. Don't expect massive touchscreens or overcomplicated digital displays. Instead, you get the basics done right. Seating for 2, air conditioning to keep you cool, and a dashboard that doesn't try to distract you with a million options. It's refreshing in a world where some cars feel more like spaceships with their endless screens and buttons. If you're the type who values practicality over constant tech upgrades, the IMV0 is like a breath of fresh air. One of the coolest things about the IMV0 is how flexible it is. This isn't just a truck, it's a platform you can adapt to fit your life. Because the design is so simple, it's ridiculously easy to customize. Got a small business dream? Picture turning the truck bed into a mobile food cart or a tiny shop on wheels. Love the great outdoors. Imagine loading it up with camping gear, a rooftop tent, and maybe even a mini kitchen setup for those off-the-grid weekends. Whether you're hauling tools, running deliveries, or chasing adventure, this truck can handle it all. Toyota has a clear mission for the IMV0: meet the needs of regions where practicality, affordability, and fuel efficiency are key. Take Thailand, for example. Pickup trucks dominate the market there because they're versatile, durable, and perfect for both work and play. Toyota knows this, and they're betting that the IMV Zero's straightforward design and budget-friendly price will attract buyers who want reliability without the frills. This isn't about competing with luxury trucks, it's about offering a real solution for everyday people. The IMV Zero could be the answer for families who need a reliable vehicle for work, entrepreneurs looking to expand their businesses, or anyone who wants a truck that works hard without costing an arm and a leg. With Subaru and GM also jumping into the affordable compact truck game, it feels like we're on the edge of a small truck revival. These companies are onto something big, or rather, something small, after all. Not everyone needs a massive tech-loaded pickup that feels more like a spaceship than a truck. Some of us just want a sturdy, reliable ride that gets the job done without emptying our wallets. Imagine a truck that fits into your life instead of taking it over. Whether you're a small business owner, an outdoor enthusiast, or just someone tired of huge monthly payments, these new compact trucks might just be the answer. And leading this charge is Toyota's IMV Zero, a truck designed with practicality and affordability in mind. The truth is that full-size pickups are great for towing trailers and hauling tons of cargo, but they're overkill for most people. That's where compact trucks like the IMV Zero come in. Subaru and GM are also jumping on board, signaling what feels like the start of a small truck revival. Lower prices, simpler designs, and better fuel efficiency could completely change the way we think about trucks. Toyota's IMV Zero, which first hit the streets in Thailand in the early 2020s, isn't just another truck, it's a game changer. This little powerhouse was built with one thing in mind, making trucks accessible to people who need them most. And while it might take until early 2025 for it to roll onto American roads, the wait might just be worth it. Think about local farmers. These guys can finally get their goods to market without breaking the bank. Instead of relying on expensive, oversized vehicles, they can load up the IMV Zero with fresh fruits and veggies and head to town. This is especially game-changing for small-scale farmers in rural areas, where every penny counts. Even emergency services could find a hero in the IMV Zero. Its flexible design makes it easy to convert into an ambulance or first response vehicle, perfect for navigating narrow roads or reaching remote villages. In places where healthcare access is limited, this could literally be a lifesaver. And of course, the IMV Zero isn't all work and no play. For weekend warriors, it's a perfect partner for adventure. Picture yourself loading it up with camping gear, hooking up a slide-out kitchen module, and heading into the wilderness. Whether it's a fishing trip, a mountain hike, or a stargazing session far from city lights, this compact truck is ready to roll. At its launch in Thailand, Toyota showcased some wild, creative adaptations. There were IMV Zeros transformed into mobile cafes, vending machines, and even tiny homes on wheels. It's this kind of versatility that makes the truck so exciting. It's not just a vehicle, it's an opportunity on four wheels. But of course, like any vehicle, the IMV Zero has its strengths and its limits. If you're thinking about using it to haul hefty loads or tow a giant trailer, you might want to keep your expectations in check. The IMV Zero has a maximum towing capacity of about 2,500 pounds and a payload capacity of roughly 1,000 pounds. That's solid for lighter tasks like delivering supplies, handling small business needs, or running everyday errands. But compared to bigger players or even compact options like the Ford Maverick, it's not winning any awards for raw muscle. Here's the thing though, the IMV Zero isn't pretending to be a heavy-duty beast. It's not the type of truck you bring to a construction site to move tons of steel. Instead, it's designed for people who need something reliable, practical, and easy on the wallet. Think of it as the dependable sidekick for your daily adventures. Perfect for setting up a pop-up coffee stand, delivering packages, or carrying tools around town. It's a truck that fits into your lifestyle without making a big dent in your budget. Now, let's talk off-roading. The IMV Zero comes with standard four-wheel drive and a decent ground clearance of about 8 inches. That means it can handle rough dirt roads, uneven trails, and even the occasional muddy path without breaking a sweat. But if you're dreaming of tackling rugged mountain trails or crawling over boulders like some hardcore off-roader, this isn't the truck for you. Its suspension and underbody protection are built for light off-road fun, not extreme punishment. The good news, Toyota has a reputation for listening to its customers, so there's always the possibility of aftermarket upgrades if enough people ask for them. For now, think of the IMV Zero as your go-to ride for city streets, suburban errands, and the occasional camping trip, not a rock-crawling warrior. Moving on to Subaru, most truck enthusiasts would have heard about the Subaru Brat. This beloved classic is making a comeback in the 2025 model year, and it's got us feeling all kinds of nostalgic. The new Brat keeps the fun-loving spirit of the original, but updates it with fresh design and modern tech. It has a bold, confident look with a wide front grille, sharp LED headlights, and rugged fender flares. And yes, those quirky rear-facing jump seats in the bed are back. They're a playful nod to the past and perfect for giving your friends a breezy open-air ride, if they're up for a little adventure. Inside, it feels like you've walked into a cozy and high-tech lounge. There's a big infotainment screen with all the smartphone integration you could want, plus advanced driver assist features to make your daily drive smoother. The cabin is roomy and smartly designed, so you've got space for everything from groceries to gear for a weekend escape. The base model is powered by a 2-liter 4-cylinder boxer engine, cranking out a solid 180 horsepower and 200 pound-feet of torque. Now, that might not sound like a supercar, but for everyday driving and some light hauling, it's got more than enough juice. It's efficient, reliable, and just a great all-rounder for someone who values practicality over raw power. Now, if you're someone who needs a little more oomph under the hood, the premium version steps it up with a 2.4-liter turbocharged boxer engine. This bad boy delivers 250 horsepower and 270 pound-feet of torque. Translation, you're in for a fun ride, whether you're cruising on the highway or tackling some gnarly terrain. But wait, it gets even better. Subaru's also rolling out a hybrid powertrain that's nothing short of genius. This setup combines the turbocharged engine with an electric motor for a total of around 320 horsepower. And here's the kicker, it's super fuel efficient. Think 40 to 50 miles per gallon in the city. For those of us who want to keep things eco-friendly without sacrificing performance, this hybrid option is a game changer. If there's one thing Subaru does better than most, it's making cars that can handle just about anything you throw at them. The Brat comes standard with Subaru's legendary all-wheel drive system. Combine that with their X-Mode technology, which boosts traction on tough terrain, and you've got a truck that's as comfortable in the mud as it is in the mall parking lot. And let's not forget the ground clearance. It ranges between 8 and 9 inches, which is more than enough to clear rocks, logs, or whatever else Mother Nature decides to toss in your path. For off-road enthusiasts, this isn't just a feature, it's a lifestyle. The compact pickup market is heating up with heavyweights like the Ford Maverick and Hyundai Santa Cruz in the mix. So how does the Brat hold its own? Ford's Maverick definitely impresses with its numbers. The Maverick boasts a maximum towing capacity of 4,000 pounds and a payload limit of 1,500 pounds. Meanwhile, the Brat's base model offers towing of about 2,500 pounds and a payload of around 1,000 pounds. On paper, the Maverick takes the lead here, but the Brat has some wild cards up its sleeve. For starters, Subaru's hybrid powertrain is a big win for anyone looking to save on gas and reduce emissions. And when it comes to long-term reliability, Subaru has Ford beat. Subaru consistently ranks higher in reliability surveys, and their vehicles are known to run for decades if properly cared for. So if you're planning to keep your truck for the long haul, the Brat is a no-brainer. The timing for the Brat's return couldn't be better. Compact pickups are having a moment, and Subaru is sliding back into the game like it never left. With its mix of performance, eco-friendly options, and rugged capability, the Brat is carving out a niche for drivers who want a truck that can do it all, without the bulk of a full-size pickup. And let's not forget Subaru's secret weapon, their passionate fan base. People love Subaru not just for their cars, but for what the brand stands for: reliability, adventure, and a commitment to sustainability. The Brat fits perfectly into that ethos, making it a strong contender in an already competitive market. Now, let's shift gears and talk about another comeback kid, the Chevrolet Montana. If the name doesn't immediately ring a bell, you're not alone. It was originally a compact truck aimed at the Latin American market when it launched in 2003. Back then, it was all about being practical, affordable, and easy to maneuver, especially in crowded cities. It found a niche audience, but over time, preferences leaned toward bigger trucks, and the Montana quietly faded into the background. Fast forward to today, and everything old is new again. The Montana is back, and it's making a splash. Why? Because the market for smaller, efficient trucks is booming. People are realizing they don't always need a giant truck to get things done. Urbanization is driving this trend. Smaller vehicles are easier to park, easier to drive, and much friendlier on fuel. Chevy saw the writing on the wall and decided it was time to reintroduce the Montana. This time around, it's been completely reimagined as a modern utility vehicle. It's still compact, but now it's packed with features to meet the needs of today's drivers. And here's the kicker. It comes with an enticing price tag of only $28,000. That's a lot of value for a truck that's ready to tackle anything from a weekend adventure to the daily grind. Now, these smaller trucks bring together the best of both worlds, utility and fuel efficiency, making them perfect for drivers who want practicality without sacrificing style or performance. Let's talk numbers for a second. According to J.D. Power, sales of compact trucks shot up by 25% in the year 2022. That's a big jump, and it's easy to see why. These trucks are ideal for navigating tight city streets while still offering plenty of versatility for weekend adventures or light hauling jobs. They're like the Swiss Army knives of vehicles, compact, efficient, and ready for anything. This is where the Chevrolet Montana comes into play, riding the wave of demand like a pro surfer. Chevrolet knows what modern drivers want, and they've nailed it with this truck. The Montana is all about delivering practicality and affordability without cutting corners. And here's something that'll make your wallet happy. Its base price starts at just $8,000. That's a big win for anyone looking for a budget-friendly option that doesn't skimp on features. Let's pop the hood and see what makes the Montana tick. At its core is a 1.2-liter turbocharged engine that's custom calibrated to pack a punch. This little powerhouse cranks out 133 horsepower and 155 pound-feet of torque. That's enough to give you the muscle you need for everyday drives and light hauling jobs without guzzling gas. Whether you're zipping through city streets or taking a quick road trip, the Montana has your back. Oh, and there's more. You get to pick your driving style with either a 6-speed manual transmission for that old-school hands-on vibe or an automatic transmission for a smoother, laid-back ride. Basically, it's all about giving you options that fit your lifestyle. Now, let's talk design because, let's be honest, we all want a truck that looks as good as it drives. The Montana blends Chevrolet's global styling with some fresh, modern touches that make it stand out in the best way possible. Think sleek, aerodynamic lines that don't just look cool, but also help with fuel efficiency. The bold front end is a nod to the Chevy Blazer, with sharp lighting elements that make sure this truck catches eyes wherever it goes. And don't forget the rugged black plastic cladding. It's not just for show. This feature gives the Montana a rugged edge while protecting it from minor dings and scratches, which is especially handy for those off-road adventures or busy parking lots. One feature that sets the new Montana apart is its multi-flex cargo bed, which provides around 30 cubic feet of storage space. This isn't your average truck bed. It's like the Swiss Army knife of storage spaces. With a whopping 30 cubic feet of space, it's built to handle whatever life throws at you. Need to transport tools for work? No problem. Packing for an epic weekend camping trip? It's got you covered. The cargo bed even comes with customizable accessories, like tie-downs and dividers, so you can make it work for your specific needs. Plus, the raised design makes loading and unloading a total breeze. Whether you're using it for personal errands or professional jobs, this feature alone makes the Montana a top contender in the compact truck world. Now, let's talk about value. General Motors has been in the reliability game for decades, and the Montana is no exception. What's even more surprising is the price, just $8,000. Yep, you read that right. For less than the cost of some high-end smartphones, looking at you, foldables, you can own a solid, dependable vehicle. Owners of older Montana models can't stop raving about its low maintenance needs. Many say that even after years of daily use, the truck holds up like a champ. And you know what that means? Higher resale value if you ever decide to upgrade. It's no wonder GM keeps attracting loyal customers. They deliver quality without emptying your wallet. In a market loaded with options, how does the Montana stack up against competitors like the Ford Maverick and the Hyundai Santa Cruz? Pretty darn well, actually. The Ford Maverick starts at around $22,000 and offers hybrid models for eco-conscious drivers. The Hyundai Santa Cruz, on the other hand, is packed with fancy tech features, but comes with a hefty price tag. Sure, these trucks bring their own unique perks to the table, but let's be honest, the Montana's price point and practical features are hard to beat. Why spend more when you can get a truck that delivers exactly what you need without the extra fluff? Chevrolet clearly designed the Montana with a diverse audience in mind. If you're an urban commuter, this compact truck is your new best friend. Its smaller size makes it easy to navigate busy streets, while the multi-flex cargo bed ensures you've got room for all your gear. Running a small business, the Montana is perfect for hauling tools and materials without breaking the bank, and for families, it offers enough seating and storage to handle everything from grocery runs to soccer practice to weekend road trips. It's the ultimate all-rounder, catering to pretty much everyone. Here's the thing, consumer preferences are changing. People want vehicles that are efficient, affordable, and functional, without sacrificing style or performance. Enter the Chevrolet Montana, a compact truck that ticks all these boxes and more. Under the leadership of Mary Barra, GM is doubling down on its commitment to innovation and quality, and it's paying off big time. At just $8,000, the Montana is already turning heads. In a world where pickups can easily cost as much as a small house deposit, this price tag is like a breath of fresh air. But it's not just about being affordable, it's about what you're getting for the money. This isn't some flimsy bare bones vehicle. No sir, GM packed this little beast with features that punch well above its weight. However, the Montana's unique position could also be its Achilles heel. It's not quite a traditional truck, and it's not quite a crossover. That in-between space could leave buyers scratching their heads. Hardcore truck lovers might find it underwhelming, while crossover fans might think it's too rugged. And let's not forget about resale value. Being a niche model could mean it depreciates faster than more mainstream options. Nobody wants to feel like their investment is losing steam just a few years in. But here's the thing, GM isn't just playing around with the Montana. This truck is part of a bigger strategy to meet changing consumer needs. People want versatility. They want vehicles that are efficient but don't skimp on performance or style. The Montana fits right into that mold. It's a truck for the modern driver, someone who needs practicality but doesn't want to drive something that feels like it belongs on a construction site. At the end of the day, the Chevrolet Montana is more than just a truck. It's a statement. GM is saying, hey, we see where the market is going, and we're ready to adapt. Whether it becomes a runaway hit or a quirky footnote in automotive history remains to be seen. But one thing's for sure, it's got people talking, and that's half the battle in today's crowded marketplace. For $8,000, you're getting a lot of truck for your buck. Sure, it's not perfect, and it might not please everyone, but for drivers looking for a reliable, versatile, and stylish ride without breaking the bank, the Montana might just be the perfect fit. Who knows? This little pickup could surprise us all. So what do you think about this? Let us know in the comments section. Also, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and activate the notification bell to stay updated with all our latest videos. While you're still here, click the video on your screen to see more interesting content like this one.